Hello, good morning, friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Friday. It is Friday. We made it to the weekend. Huzzah. Anybody else really still exhausted? We're gonna need a lot of coffee, y'all. I'm kind of blaming the moon, but I'm also blaming all this retrograde energy, okay? So as always, be willing to dive in, reflect, all the things. If you need a little help with that, I will be putting out our shadow work prompts later on today. They are going to be focused in on asking ourselves those questions that we need to be asking ourselves during these retrograde periods. Check out that clickable space for the Substack link, okay? Either way, let's get into our Hey Witch card of the day, okay? So our prompt for today from my Live Your Best Life Witch prompts is 3 cards for inner work that we must focus on now. And of course, I got 4 cards, so let's get into it. So, Hey Witch, first card is the 5 of Cups, okay? So this card is all about grief, sadness, disillusionment, okay? It's almost like things are falling apart. What I want to remind everybody of is that even whenever things feel like they are falling apart, whenever things are crumbling, they're kind of also coming back together, okay? A lot of times we won't move unless we are pushed, and the universe knows that. If you are also dealing with grief right now, okay, and remember, grief can come in so many different forms, all right? It's not just the loss of someone, it could be very much the loss of an aspect of our lives, the loss of the potential, the loss of an expectation that we had for ourselves. Loss comes in many different forms, okay? So making space for that and allowing yourself to feel that is really important right now. Another part of the inner work that we need to be focusing in on has to do with our fears, okay? Acknowledging those fears, seeing those fears as clearly as we possibly can, okay? Not running away from it, but facing it head on. I think a lot of times we allow our fears to hold us back, to keep us from accomplishing our goals. But the thing about fear is the only way through it is literally through it. We have to be willing to face it. So start that process today. Because yeah, it's going to be a fucking process, y'all. Another aspect of the inner work we need to focus in on has everything to do with us being able to balance our spiritual life with our earthly realm life, okay? I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I tend to focus too heavily on one or the other. The secret here is being able to balance ourselves and be willing to show up as equally as possible to each aspect. Because really they are very connected and they are one and the same. But for some reason, we want to see them separately. So being able to merge those things together, tending both our spiritual self and our earthly realm self. And the last card is the 10 of Cups reversed. We saw this one yesterday, except it was upright. So the inner work that we need to be focusing in on has everything to do with us being able to see the disharmony that's happening in our lives, the things that aren't really connecting, even the people, perhaps, okay? A lot of times this card has to do with home and family, all right? So even seeing people that we consider our family, they don't even necessarily have to be blood family, but being able to see those people and seeing, are they still part of our lives? Are they still people that we want to have in our lives? I told somebody earlier today that this whole walking away, letting go energy has been fucking heavy lately. And this card really speaks to that. The walking away energy in this sense isn't in malice, it isn't in hatred, but it's in love. Love for ourselves, love for the future that we want to build to. Sometimes walking away is the best thing that we can do. So as always, looks like we have a lot of work to do, which, not fucking surprised on my end. How are you going to show up for yourself and do this work today and in the days that follow? Remember, always give yourself grace with all of this and time to do this work because it's not easy and it can be very heavy at times. Show yourself some love and show up for yourself with this work. Let me know how you are going to do this work for yourself. And either way, I will see y'all next time. Good luck with this one, y'all. And I'm sending you so much love.